All right, on the way down to the meet and greet. Meet the videographer, Caitlin. We are heading down for a little meet and greet action, Tannins and Hops, December 28th, Peoria, Illinois. Here it comes. It plays in Peoria.
All right, that's great. It's astronomical. It comes in at the same time.
It's so interesting.
Right, let's just use your business. Okay. I've Decided is a business. You guys know what I've Decided is?
No.
Oh, you should definitely know. These two guys are ready for it. I can tell. It's a business network that Kim is in charge of to help connect local businesses to other local businesses to keep the entrepreneurship and small business ecosystem thriving in Peoria. She has a conference around it. She has radio. She has all this content around it. So I think that you're actually doing a lot of it. I think that the podcast, the radio show that we did the other day, I think that, you have to think about what is the thing that you want to drive all the traffic to, right? So you have to have a thriving business. And in your way, from what I understand about your business model, it is the conference as well as people buying into a membership program, right?
Right.
Are those the two main pillars of income for you?
Sure.
For I've Decided?
Yeah.
All right. So I'd say that 95% of your content needs to go around driving to those things, but very discreetly, right? So the radio show, for example, you should have a call to action at the end of the radio show, which is, I've Decided is giving away 1-hour consultations for the first person to respond to this program. And then you start to get some responses from these people, and all of a sudden you can move them into a funnel of, hey, here's the 1-hour consultation around your business, and then you get them in and they start to trust you more. And then all of a sudden, when it comes time to sell the ticket, it becomes easier to sell the ticket. Or maybe they want to become a part of the membership. Maybe they want to become part of the community because they've learned about the community. I think for you, content at scale is a good idea. It's what we talked about in the podcast, which is basically you need to think about how you, Kim Martin, and how Joe, if you want to be out in front of the world, can literally start to produce content so fast that people associate you automatically with I've Decided. So it's all branded, the I've Decided radio show, the I've Decided podcast, the I've Decided YouTube show, the I've Decided Instagram. It's all around the best business practices. Does that make sense?
Yeah, total.
So that's kind of what I'm imagining for like giving in your case. Does that make sense?
Real estate world.
So you guys are in real estate?
My son, I saw you went to Butler, and he's going to Butler now.
All right, cool, man. Bulldog, brother.
Yeah, I know, right?
I love that. And Ben didn't go to Butler, but Ben's sister went to Butler.
Oh, really?
Ben's my cousin. Meredith went to Butler.
Okay.
Cool. So tell me.
I'm kind of interested in how you started doing what you're doing, basically. Because that's kind of what he's interested in.
So tell me a little bit more about what you're up to.
I'm majoring in organizational communications.
Yep.
It's like human resources, but I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with that. But I really enjoy like the speaking aspects of things, like the speech team, and like the entrepreneurship side of things.
Yep.
But I was curious what you majored in at Butler.
So I majored in communications. I was a public and corporate communications major. What I would say about college is I think that you learn a lot around social skills, you learn a lot around leadership, you learn a lot around like being a human being kind of thing. A lot of the people that are teaching marketing classes in colleges are actually not up to date in the marketing world. They're just teaching the class. So what I would say, my best advice for you as 19, how old are you? 19-year-old? Spend the next 2-3 years, same advice I'd give you, spend the next 2-3 years tasting a lot of different things in the real world. find 10 extra hours a month to, less 10 hours, less partying or whatever, and then figure out how to get an internship, unpaid or paid, whatever, but do things that you think are interesting to you. I used to think that I wanted to start an orphanage. I love kids, I love kids. So I went and worked in an orphanage in 3 months. It was way, way, way too sad for me. Like there's no way that I could start an orphanage, but if I would have gone in and put all my money down and started an orphanage, and 3 months in, I would have been like, damn, I don't want to do this. But so those 3-month tasting periods are really healthy. I worked in nonprofits, I worked for Mike Bloomberg, I worked in government, I worked in private, I worked in law firms. I had a lot of different, so my career was like major in communications. Then I went to AmeriCorps after college. Then I saw that I wanted to be a part of policy, thought that maybe it'd be cool to become a politician, and then I love New York City, so I went out there, was kind of going towards being the mayor of New York City in my mind, worked in politics and realized it's too cutthroat for me, it's too backstabbing for me, don't want to be in that. But what I realized, you just keep getting skills. And the skills that I got in that moment were, I could take a ton of information and synthesize it into a really quick 2 to 3 minute thing. And then from there, I realized that there were leaders that needed that. There were startup companies that needed that. There were people that needed that skill. And that's how I ended up starting my own company. My company 5.5 years ago I started was focused on startups, technical guys that were really, really smart, but very poor communicators. But they didn't know how to talk about the things that they were doing. So they would hire me to help them synthesize what they were doing. And then I realized, okay, executives need that and companies need that. And then it just, one thing, what's your name again? Matt. My advice to you, Matt, is this. You're 19, bro. I'm 16. I'm almost as many years older than you as you are alive, right? You have so much time, brother. I would say taste as much as you can and see what you like. The other thing I would say is try to find ways to do the thing that you like. So if you like human resources, if you like speaking, go to Butler and say, yo, I want to be the guy that gives tours of Butler University. I want to recruit new members of the student body. I want to be an RA. I wanted to be whatever. Are you in a fraternity?
Yeah.
Which one? Phi Delta? Okay, we all make bad decisions in life. But Sigma Chi's. But I'm kidding, bro. Phi Delta was cool. It was the second best. But get involved with your fraternity. Do stuff with the fraternity. And sup, bro? And figure out the kinds of stuff that you like to do. And then do them and reach out to people. Reach out to 1,000 people. Find 100 people in Indianapolis that you think are really cool, that are doing really cool stuff. And instant message them on Instagram or on Facebook or on Twitter. You can get to anybody now, bro. And so the thing is that you got to just, you DM 100 people, one of them will reply. But you just need one shot, right? So does that answer your question? Yeah. But my 2 pieces of advice are this. You're young, you're super young, so taste a lot of different things. And the second thing is, don't be scared to try a lot. Like, don't be scared. People are going to say, you're lost. They said it to me all the time. You're lost. You don't know what you're doing. You're so all over the place. And in retrospect, right, it looks like I was lost, but I can pull it all together. Don't let anybody tell you that you're lost, because you got so much time. Cool? Yeah. All right, bro. We're ready for the action. We're ready for it now. All right.
So my wife is a new real estate agent. What kind of advice would you give her?
I would say, well, does she sell commercial or?
Residential.
Residential. So is she here in Peoria?
Yeah.
So I would say there's a couple different things. The first thing is she needs to become more of a media company / real estate agent. What I mean by that is this. She needs to create content around the things that are happening around the houses that she's selling, right? So why do people buy houses? They buy houses for the school, they buy houses for the restaurant, they buy houses for the neighborhood, they buy houses for the safety, they buy houses for all these things. She needs to capture the content around that. So she needs to talk to the school teachers or parents of people in the schools and literally just shoot video content about why they're happy with the school. She needs to put together kind of a sizzle reel of all the fun things happen. Like if I'm gonna buy a condo down here, I'd love to know about this place. Brian should be on the show. She should do a thing with Brian about what is Tandon and Hops. What kind of people come in here? What kind of entertainment they have? She should talk to the jazz people. Well, they love coming in here. She should go up to the movie theater. What kinds of who runs that? What kinds of extracurricular activities do they have? Talk to the principal at the local schools. Why does it matter? That's the first thing I'd say. Second thing I'd say is when she's thinking about showing houses, Facebook Live. Have her come into the houses, the properties, and literally do Facebook Live videos of the properties. People are selling houses on Facebook Live. What's your wife's name?
Sorry?
What's your wife's name?
Lisa.
Lisa. So, hey, I'm Lisa. I'm here at 3205 Melbourne Place. This property, 3-bedroom, I'll take you through it. It is on the market as of today. It'll go fast. It's $300,000. If you can't make the open house today, I want to do this live video for you. Hit me up on here, and I'll make a showing for you this week. I've actually had clients that have sold properties just using Facebook Live.
Really?
So I would say the two things are the media company and the Facebook Live. Tell me.
And they should parallel each other. You're building a media company along with the real estate company.
Absolutely.
Hand in hand.
It's slash. It's Lisa, the real estate agent, / media company. And what I mean by media company is simply this. The place that people go for information.
Certainly.
She needs to build the trust of the people. Because there are 1,000 real estate agents, right? Why are you going to pick Lisa instead of somebody else? Because Lisa has given me a lot of free content that I didn't even think about. Other thing is Lisa should make a list of every person that she knows and tell them that she's doing it. I'm sure she's doing that already. If she's ever sold a property or rented a property, she should get testimonials from those people and ask them if they can post that on their social media to get people talking about, if I buy her property and I put it up, now 5,000 new people have seen it. She also definitely 100% needs a professional public figure Facebook page because you can run ads.
Yeah.
So she can do an ad for people, and this is how sophisticated it gets, bro. She can do ads for people that live within a 3-mile radius of the house that she's selling that make more than $250,000 a year if the property is expensive, and make less than $60,000 a year if the property is super cheap. So she can target people so they're sitting in their bed, and then she needs to make a cool video of value that are going to attract people to her, and then they're going to say, "Oh, I need a house. This is in my budget." How did she know that this is in my budget? How did she know that I can afford this? Because you can, with the Facebook platform and the ad product, you can literally figure out who makes that much and put it in their feed. That's what I'd say, man.
Cool.
Yeah. Tell her I wish you continued success.
All right.
And now, tell the vlog the drink you're about to make us.
Let's say it again.
The drink you're about to make us. What is it called?
Oh, I already made it here. The magic of television, it is already made. This is a New York sour. We call it here in Peoria the Wambacher sour after the blogger Marty Wambacher. And tell us how good it is.
All right, here we go. Where's your drink, bro? I'm gonna cheers you. My man. Cheers, brother.
Cheers.
That's damn good. So what is in this? This is good. I don't even really drink alcohol. This is amazing.
This is a rye whiskey.
Rye whiskey.
You gotta start with a good product. See ya. This is from Evanston, Illinois, north side of Chicago.
Home of Northwestern University.
Right. Very good. Start with a good product. Then we add the fresh lemon juice, the simple syrup, and then I add the ice block, and then I top it with a heavy red wine, preferably a Cabernet.
Interesting. Fascinating. My man. Thank you, brother. Tell your wife that she can reach out if she needs more help.
All right.
Same with you, man. Real pleasure. Thanks, bro. All right, so amazing night, cool turnout, lots of great questions, lots of great community. Just really liked the idea of trying new things, following up. The video went viral. We did a meet and greet. People came through. And I just think, I just love being here. I love being around people. I love bringing people together. I could see a couple different cool connections that are going to happen that are going to be helpful for people. Podcasting, connecting right people to right people. Just bringing together groups of people. Lots of thank you for bringing us. Lots of This is fun. So, just try new stuff, put yourself out there. It builds and builds and builds and builds and builds. There's never a one-stop shop. There's never the one thing that becomes the ultimate success of everything. It's just a lot of little things, a million little things that lead to the big one. So happy to have another little one of the millions tonight. Looking forward to lots more of the millions in the future. Good night, Peoria.